Father's Day Eve. All right, so I know a lot of y'all are probably out trying to get deals today, so I was trying to hurry up and make this video. Let's get into it. First up, I wanted to show you guys something about the Heart brand. Remember yesterday and in several other videos, I said that TTI makes Heart. So TTI makes Heart, Milwaukee, Rigid, and Ryobi. That's pretty much it for in the States and some vacuums, but for tools, we're talking about those four. So check this out. I've mentioned before that I have a Ryobi blower, part of the expanded thing, and this thing is great. And I showed you at Direct Tools last week. This was $19. Check this out. Look at this. Look at the difference between these two. Nothing. The color. One says Heart, one says Ryobi. And I was joking when I saw this. I said, I guarantee if I get this and put it on my Ryobi expanded, it'll work. And if you scroll down, it'll tell you straight up, yeah, it works with Heart, Ryobi, even Toro, Weed Eater, Troy Built, Murray. For the record, when I saw this, I glanced, I thought it said Bill Murray. I'm like, Bill Murray make tools? Anyway, Poland Pro trimmers and other universal brand fit power heads. So yes, this is Ryobi. Just check that out. Very much TTI product. So that is why I'm kind of like dabbling in the Heart stuff just to see how good they are. Because some stuff they're just identical to Milwaukee, like their shears, their scissors, identical to Milwaukee. Their little fastback utility knife, identical to Milwaukee, but it doesn't function the same though. That's big facts. Anyway, moving on to the deals. Oops, not that. That's a powerful tool too. We'll talk about this book and this tool in another video though. Maybe for Mother's Day, Valentine's Day or something. All right, so Gear Wrench has another deal on a half inch. These are 6-point sockets and their impact, but they swivel. All right, so this is for a half inch and it's $74.79. Lots of terrible reviews. I don't have them myself, but lots of reviews saying that the swivel will bind up pretty quickly after like a few uses. So, they do have a lifetime warranty, and as far as I know, I've talked to Gear Wrench about their warranties. They're pretty quick and easy to get warranty service, but like if you on a job, you don't want to have to be dealing with that. But again, I hear they move pretty quick. I don't know. I would probably go for this personally. I would try it. I would try it. All right. So moving on, they also have some extensions. Depending on the kits you get, though, they come with some extensions. Like the kit from yesterday came with two, but these are half-inch extensions. So depending on what kind of, depending on what size sockets and size impact wrenches you have, would determine which one you want to go with. So if you want to be a completionist, maybe go with the half-inch drive, and when you want this deal and get the 3/8. I probably wouldn't do quarter inch unless you were full-blown, full-time mechanic. Then maybe you want to consider that. But yeah, right now this is not a huge drop. It's an 11% drop, but it's actually a little bit more than that. It's been fluctuating a lot over the past 6 months, but this is like $1 more than the lowest price has been in the past 6 months. So pretty good deal there. Moving on, I need a generator after that tornado hit a few days ago, and here's a Generac. There's 0 reviews on this. I'm assuming it's new, but it's $949 and it's marked down for $1,500. But see, that's kind of the thing though. When they say this stuff is marked down, even Honey will reflect that, but it's brand new, so we don't really know whether this is a deal. You have to kind of wait like a month or so to see what price it really becomes. Amazon always has these list prices, but stuff never costs that. They're always, $200 cheaper or something like that. But $949 is still not a bad price for a generator that has 8,500 running watts, 10,000 starting watts, and it's a Generac. It's not dual powered. It's not dual fuel or anything, but I'll leave that there for you if you're interested in that. I'm kind of looking at it, maybe not. I don't know. I prefer to see some reviews, but Generac generators are generally good according to all the reviews that I saw. Again, I have no personal experience with this or Generac or generators in general. That's a lot of Genas. But yeah, I hear Generac is pretty good. Even when you look at the Duramax, they kind of compare themselves to Generac, saying like, it's like Generac on a budget. So anyway, there's that. And if you are in the market for a generator, I have this guide right here. I'll also link so that you can, determine how much power you need, because you might not need a huge generator. It just breaks down the different types of generators and inverters and stuff, and kind of goes through and tells you what you need based on your use case. So moving on over to Lowe's. Okay, we have this Craftsman 159 piece set for $99. I mean, a lot of people been tearing this up, but I personally don't feel like it's a great deal. 159 piece set. I feel like the Milwaukee is better at 129, 270 pieces. The warranty service is, much easier. Not that I've ever needed it, but I had this set for years. One similar to it. Mine was 268 pieces, but I think it's like 4 or 5 years old, and I've used it a lot, and not anything has broken. I did have some stuff rust out a little bit because it rained on it, and I forgot, and I hurried up and closed everything, and I forgot to go get the water out, and stuff is rusted. But man, I just wiped them off, and most of the rust came off, and they work still like new. So the thing is, both sets have 72 tooth ratchets. That's what I don't like, and I find that interesting with the Craftsman, because if you guys recall that Craftsman deal from a couple weeks ago, this one right here, this 51 piece of $59 that came with the free drawer. This one had this ratchet was, it was like 100 tooth. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding it now, but it was like 100 tooth ratchet, and I can't find it now. But yeah, anyway, this was like 100 tooth. Yeah, 120 tooth. I was about to say, I just looked it up today. 120 tooth ratchet. So it's weird that this, and Lowe's is acting up. But anyway, it's just weird that the other set, the 159 piece set, is a 72 tooth ratchet. So, I don't really like that for that reason. And Lowe's is acting up. But I prefer the Husky. So just putting that out there. But if you are, a Craftsman fan, you can go with that. I just wanted to put the deal out there. But I do think that the Husky is a better value. Moving on, I saw this yesterday. Oh, I didn't say anything just because it's hyper tough. Not all hyper tough stuff is bad though. But I don't know. It's a lot of tools for $8. You paying like 80 cents a tool. You can't beat that at all. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Well, it's not at my local Walmart, but it might be in store too. But this is not a bad deal. If you look at the reviews, it's not a lot of them, but people are saying, yeah, they're poorly made. But hey, they could get the job done in a pinch if you just needed something real quick. Went to the store, spent $8. There you go. Moving on over to Direct Tools, we have this rigid 13-inch thickness planer, and I have no experience with this planer particularly. I have a DeWalt, but all things considered, the DeWalt is $600. This is on sale for $280. The funny thing about this is this price right here is saying it's 30% off, marked down for $400, but this thing really isn't $400. It's $460. So I find it funny that they kind of, they do themselves a discredit here, because it's actually more than 30% off. But maybe it's 30% off for them because, the factory blemish stuff is slightly below retail. But the factory blemish stuff is brand new. All right. It's unopened. What it generally means is during the shipment, one of the units was damaged, so they have to mark the whole pallet down as factory blemish because some other one got blemished. But when you get this, it's going to look brand new. Okay. And if it doesn't, you need to say something immediately. All right, moving on. I think we only have one more. I'm trying to do this one in one take with no edit so I can hurry up and just push it out there. We have this Hart pruning saw. This is not a chainsaw. I mean, it's a chainsaw, but don't think you're going to be cutting trees down. This is a pruner, okay? And that's why I didn't really want to talk about it, because you can find pruning saws much cheaper. They're not going to look like chainsaws, but you can find them cheaper, from Direct Tools. I personally think probably a pole saw, a 10-inch pole saw would be better than this because it's more versatile, and they do the same thing. A pole saw is basically a pruner that can get high up This you'll need a ladder and all that other extra stuff. Then it's 20 volts. You know, unless you're putting both of these in at the same time, it'll prune small branches just fine. I'm sure it should prune them just fine. But 20 volts. Usually when it comes to lawn tools like that, I like to do 40 volt, or the higher voltage tools. So anyway, you are still getting a lot for $99, and just putting this out there for all you heart aficionados, and that is pretty much it. I'm trying to stare at these deals. They basically come with free batteries. But let me review and look over Max Tool a little bit more. I still leave it out there, but I think you can obviously find better deals at Home Depot, but I'm not sure. I think they were like 169 at Home Depot. It's pretty much the same. Anyway, so that's it for today's video. You guys have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and I'll see you guys next time.